La da dee dee da. Well, let me see here. I think I got to turn this on. I'm not sure. Can you guys hear me? I'm sure you can hear me. I just don't know what I'm up to right here. Doo-doo-doo. You know what? I have been working my ass off. The new glasses. Let's see what else I have here. I don't have any other glasses right now that I can see. But anyways, you have to put up with these. So I've just been online. It's raining here. I don't know if you can hear it in the background. But yes, Key West is finally getting a little bit of rain. And it's really working wonders on my garden. You know. So anyhow, it's afforded me some time off to do nothing. And so I've been playing online, listening to people complain and talk about the Lord and all of its various ways. And, I wanted to come in here because while I was talking with someone, I was talking about the four stages of consciousness, which is this idea that, right now in this world that we live in, this outside world, is, science brings it up as being beta frequency. That's what this lower level is. And I was talking with some of these Mandela affected people. They like to claim that, hey, we died in the year 2012. Well, I just told him, I wrote on it and I said, well, if you really knew the truth, you would know that you were dead right now. You were dead when you came into this place, and that you're walking around with a whole mess of dead people. Well, anyways, that lit off a lot of, oh, Mr. Presumption, this and that, listen, once you learn the science behind all of this, it's not easy. I mean, it's not hard to recognize when someone is talking to you that is basically dead. And, you just, what do you say? Well, you're alive? And I said, well, yeah, in a way, you're very much alive too. But, it's just a concept of way of thinking and how you use your mind as to whether or not you think with your dead side or if you have brought them both together and now you're alive. And that's all that is about. Don't kill the messenger, please. But, regardless of all that stuff, there's still all this hemming and hawing because of that idea that no matter what you say, it's not going to be heard correctly. Wah, wah, wah. So I can use science this time around. So in the four stages of consciousness, and we also have to remember now that Jesus asked us to return to him as children. Now, when that means to come in, that means for us to go inside, slip off our garments, and come to him in spirit. Because spirit and all that business becomes delta frequency. That's our mind and things like that, or being the higher side of us. Delta is ready when you are. So when we are born into this world of beta conscious, when we're born into sin, all right, into this sin, then we are children, but we are protected. Our brain is in delta frequency until we start to grow into being an adult. So as children, it's this idea that they're in delta frequency. This is science, okay? So when we find that people think that death is not delta frequency, it's death, that in between place, that channel that brings you right back into another womb, so you can go and experience all this again and try to figure out the works all over again and go through a whole nother life all over again. And your soul loves it, whether you are treated terribly or live life luxury. The thing is that the one that's treated terribly is probably going to be the one that finds this heaven before the one that goes into bliss. All right, that's just another part of the science, and it's discovered in our Bible. So when we meet Jesus in the air, that's theta conscious. All right, so let's take it off. Let's back it up just a little bit. We can say, to leave this old world behind and to shrug off this garment that weighs so heavy on the soul, one has to meditate. And that kills beta conscious. That takes the devil, puts him to sleep. This opens up the prisons. And it sets free whatever is in prison. And all the male guards, all the guards were mostly male, fall asleep. Now that's that moment of escape. But you're not done yet, because you just slipped off your garments. All right? You're walking on holy ground now. You cannot have no shoes. And when you get there, you can't have no skin, no blood or flesh, nothing. So you're cleansing the mind of thought. You're having no bread, it's all leavened, right? Nothing. Complete nothing. The day of the Lord, the day before the Lord, is complete nothingness. That sixth ladder, Jesus, this comes in on this frequency. This is theta. So we have gone we cut off beta. We slipped into alpha. Alpha took our clothes off. And then we're on our way up to the air, the third phase, which is Jesus. This is where Jesus meets us, in the air. And remember, God's kingdom does not come with people being able to see it. You can't grasp it. It comes without being recognized, because it happens inside of you. And these things are, you return to him. Come follow him. Come follow me. Come follow, do as I say. Come follow me. Does not mean wait on him to come to you. Lazy ass Christians. That's what we say. But this kind of talk, is pride speaking to someone who is found, who's woke. No, I'm a teacher. All right. I'm a teacher and I'm trying to get people's attention. Doesn't mean, when you tell a teacher, the teacher thinks she knows everything. Well, doesn't that sound like an idiot child coming against something? Remember, it's these people, these devilish ones that don't want to take any kind of instruction whatsoever. So what does Jesus preach us about? He tells us, I'll take you to the Father, because on his own, he can't do nothing. He says, take it up with my dad. He doesn't. Takes it up with them, all right? The thing is that, he comes, takes you, he said, take it up with your Father, but in reality, he's going to go and baptize us with what? Fire. The Holy Ghost. We know who she is. He takes us to Mom. And Mom puts mother and father together, and this is a heated situation. It's a marriage when she comes out of her chamber and all this business, and Jesus is connecting up all these, the seven, it's not the seven virgins, it's the five virgins that are good, and the smart ones are the stupid ones, the wise are not. The five, this is 10, this is your skin. 5, the brethren. Those 5 that are wise will hold on to that juice so that they can make it up there and light those lamps along the highway to heaven. All right? When we get there, we find ourselves in delta frequency, just as that was when we was born, where we came from, our childhood, what protected us, what gave us all this knowledge when we were children, what opened us up to the world. Now we've closed down the world. We have closed everything down on purpose through a physical, mental challenge to go into meditation and to find this place and unlock this mystery. And yes, just like Buddha, sit underneath that tree, and the truth and all kinds of knowledge will fall out of that tree right into your lap like a ripe fig. It's just so beautiful, just so beautiful. So those people, we are asked to teach people how to do something new. And first we're going to get, what the fuck, what do you know? Well, we know something, all right? But they use us against us. Why is that? Why did they want to kill the messenger? Whoever puts it in their mind that their way was right. I said, I've been on your way, but here, listen to this. Wah, 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 wah. Okay, all right, I got it. Wipe the dust out of your britches leg and go on to the next town. But listen, this is being an evangelist of a way, talking and teaching the word of Christ, the word of Christ, the gospel of Jesus, the way it was meant to be. And just knowing how to read, and uncovering its truths. Should not be something, that somebody gets punished for. But then again, if you do it all in the name of God, everything's fine. Nothing's really going to be bad, you know. So I'm out there fishing, and so every now and then it kind of like gives you a little conscious check, because here these somewhat higher up people in the group like to say, "Oh yeah, well, you think you know everything, but you're making us all feel bad." Well, that's because you feel like you are shit. You're dead people. You're dead fucking people. It's about time you fucking realized that and did something about it, because you're still alive in a sense, and you have it inside of you to change your life, So kill the messenger. That's just perfect thing to do, Well, I'm resilient, and I'll resist it, and yeah, because I'm a video personality up here, It's kind of hard to kill him. You could probably take out my instruments, but you can't take out me. All right. But anyways, I just want to say I haven't seen you in a while. Oh my God. A couple of days ago, this is what's taking my time. I got a garden growing in my backyard, and I got all kinds of cool stuff. But a giant lizard came over and started eating all over my plants. I shoot him off, and a little one came eating on my plants. Just like, and when I'm back here in the backyard, but I'm in a little box. I hear crunch, 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 and I'm watching these. They're coming over the house. These fucking iguanas are crazy. They're going to eat up my garden. So the last couple of days, I've been building a little cage fence and, masterminding an idea. I don't have the drawing right here to show you. But I do. I mapped out my little backyard, drew up a little plan, and I started a little cage to get around them, and I can rest now. But that's what I've been doing for the last couple of days. And I have a painting I still have to finish for some friends of mine. But anyways, I worried about my plants getting all eat up. And let me tell you, these are huge motherfucking lizards, and little bitty ones too. Not so little, but iguanas. And my plants are just starting to put off a smell, I guess, but it's crazy. So I'm glad we have some rain, have a little time off. I thought I'd say hi. I'm working on that Samson and Delilah story. It's really interesting. We're going to find that it's a lot opposite about what we think on the outside, what we think what actually goes on, and what was really being spoke of in the story once you follow the code. It's just beautiful. It's always beautiful. It's a type of poetry. And, and not necessarily this, especially when there's a romance involved. This whole idea, this is not so different than the one we just read when it comes down to the Song of Solomon. All right, this relationship that he winds up with. This is Samson with this whore, this woman of the street, who winds up gaining all of his secrets. All right. But see, I haven't gone past a lot. There's only a few chapters in that book of Judges that have this in there, but it's absolutely wild. But again, it's showing the idea of, the outside world doing its best to take away this God from us, this idea of gaining a higher conscious, that it's pretty easy to say, do you follow the way? Do you do you believe in the law? Do you know what the works means? Those three questions should be enough to tell you whether or not you're a dead person or not. And if you find out you're dead, then you're going to have to kill yourself right away, as soon as possible. It says that in Genesis. All right. Once you find out that you're Cain, you better go out there and kill yourself as soon as possible. Beautiful dark language, isn't it? Anyways, you guys, best to you and the world. My thing is safe. I'm going to show you later on, but I got some special things I want to do first. I just don't want to show you things like in the half mixing. That's usually like seeing a paint before you get it done, and But this. It's going to be cool. Oh my God, so cool! I am so excited about my vineyard and my vegetable garden. I'm just so ecstatic. And about that grape thing, I don't know what the grapevine that I got, but it was for zone 10, and I didn't care as long as it could grow down here in the tropics is what's important. But I have peach trees, I have lime trees, and I bought them in a situation where they're already like 3 years old, and I've got berries that grow down here. So I really want to be able to eat everything that comes into this garden, including those iguanas. All right. All right. Well, once I learn how to cook them, all right. Once I learn how to cook, I'm afraid I'm going to make all these vegetables and things, and I won't know how to prepare them outside just eating them. All right. Well, anyways, I love you guys. Take care of yourselves.